Hey everyone! It's been about a year since I announced that I'll be, once again, doing a remake of my first Transformers stop motion, The Awakening. So about a year later, I figured I'd give an update of where we're at. In all seriousness, it's actually coming along alright. I started filming fairly recently after fine-tuning the script, cutting the fluff, switching some things around, and trying to at least stay in line with how the original went for story beats. That'll make a lot more sense once the actual film is out, but as kind of a blanket statement, there were various points in time while revising that I changed deaths around to make it so that some characters lived when they didn't originally, or die when they live originally. But while things have changed a lot in the last 10 years for me as a storyteller and animator, I do still want to honor the choices I've made during those two iterations of The Awakening, but make them more impactful this time. However, while I say that about which characters live or die, I'm definitely taking advantage of this being 10 years later to include more and more characters not present in the previous two films. For example, the aerial bots will be in this remake. No, not just Firefly and Alpha Bravo, I'm talking the whole team. Same goes with the Combaticons. Back in the other two Awakenings, I kept it limited to just Onslaught, Vortex, and Brawl, but now the gang's all here. I know I've laid out specifically the aerial bots and the Combaticons, but that isn't all. There will be many more additions to this story. In fact, there's almost 20 new characters coming to this remake. I'll be working on putting out a full casting call both on Discord as well as Casting Call Club. So if you're someone who's interested in auditioning for a role, please do. I'll probably put out a community post once the Casting Call Club project page is up. Say that 5 times fast. But also feel free to join the Discord where I put out updates, casting calls, chat, all that fun stuff. But back to the remake itself, I know I sound like a broken record whenever I talk about anything I work on, but I do truly mean it when I say that I am so dang excited for this to be out. This is going to be the biggest production I've ever dared work on, with the script being close to 50 pages, which is over double the script for the first remake. Which, for anyone who hasn't noticed, I actually changed the 2021 remake to be called Remastered instead of Remake. I did that solely because I feel like the 2021 film is much more of a faithful remaster to the 2016 miniseries, while this 2026 version is definitely an overhaul remake. I'm still shooting for the 10th anniversary release date on November 17th, but of course once that date gets closer I'll keep you guys updated, pending any issues with DaVinci Resolve, render crashes, you know the deal. Side note, not related to the remake, but thank you guys so much for the support on the Seeker Gambit. It was a real treat working on that project. I'm so proud of what we were able to do with it. While it will probably be quite a while before I return to that time period in the Reawakening continuity, I do plan on doing so down the road. For now, we are full speed ahead in the modern time period of the RAC. I'm going to hopefully finish Bad Company by December. I had to put that project on pause while I worked on 2 time-sensitive projects in the Seeker Gambit and the remake. I'll also be working on some stuff as I film the remake. I plan on taking part in Transformers War Chronicles Autovember Stop Motion Challenge, so I'll be making those 4 entries in cohesion with the Awakening filming, and I want to put together a trailer for the remake I've had in mind for a long time. But after Bad Company in December, I want to do a couple of solo films around the time of the Awakening, set both before and after. The one being set after is a remake of New Arrivals. I didn't rewatch my first update video on the remake, but I'm pretty sure I said I wouldn't be redoing New Arrivals, but I don't intend on remaking New Arrivals, but I have this clear idea in my head of what I want to do with it. And New Arrivals doesn't even fit in the RAC anymore with how many changes I've made, so that will come out sometime after Bad Company. Then, sometime in early 2027, hopefully, we'll be shifting gears toward the Operation Revival arc of the RAC, which will be a big one. And that's about it. I just wanted to do a little where are we at now with the remake as well as other things in the pipeline, so thank you all so much for stopping by, for the support, and oh, yeah, for 5,000 subscribers? That's an absurd milestone that I am so grateful for. Thank you from the bottom of my spark. The support always gives me the extra boost to keep going, not like I planned on stopping anyway, but still. Anyway, thank you all once again for stopping by, and onward and upward toward the Awakening remake. Once more, with feeling, coming soon.